on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, I'm gonna ask you to hit that subscribe button. We gotta pump up those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. A lot of you watching the videos are not subscribed to the channel. So I'm gonna ask you to do that. It helps me, going forward, creating more videos for you guys. So let's just jump right into it. We have the RepFitness Pepin Repins. This is a collaboration between RepFitness and Pepin, who has the original design for these dumbbells. These are the 125 version of these adjustable dumbbells. Prior to owning these, I had the Powerblocks that went up to 90 pounds. They were great, but I always had a concern that if I dropped them, the plastic clip that held the weight would break. So that never happened. I had them for many years, but I also never dropped them, so I was very careful. I could tell you within a week of owning these dumbbells, I did drop one of them on the floor when it was loaded pretty heavily, and it was completely fine. Unfortunately, my floor is not fine in that place where I dropped it, but that's another story for another day. So you can get these in different versions. These, like I said, are the heaviest. These are the 125s. I really wanted to get some time behind them before I made this video so that I could tell you guys what I really thought. The long and the short of it is that I really love these dumbbells so far. I always had a dream of having like a huge rack of dumbbells, but space is obviously an issue with home gyms, and as you guys know from watching this channel, I have a lot of machines. I love machines. So I decided to go with these. Now, there have been some price changes with these since they've come out, so you're gonna wanna check the website for the pricing. Now, when it comes to the dumbbells themselves, I've been using them for heavy chest presses, rows, bicep curls, tricep work, everything you could think of, pullovers. And there hasn't been much that I can really complain about with these. I mean, they have 10-pound increments, and then with the adder plates, that's an extra 5 pounds. So you could take those out, put them back in as you please. One of the issues that you do bump into has to do with the pop pins. So the pop pins are not flush. People have already released kits to repair the pop pins or replace them so that they're more flush and they don't hit your hand. If we take a look at the unit from the top, you can see the rails and how they're adjustable. So if we take a look at the top of the unit here, you're gonna see how this adjusts. The unit, it clicks in and out, goes back and forth, and these weight plates go up and down as well. So this is how you make the adjustments, and you can see why that pop pin may hit your hand. Now, I have like a medium-sized hand, maybe towards large, but it's not overly large. I know some guys out there have very big hands compared to me, and it hits my hand when I use it. So that is something that sometimes becomes an issue, mainly when I'm trying to use straps. That's the real issue here. I'll show you what it looks like trying to get a strap loaded in there. So going to a more flush pin would definitely be a benefit over the current system. It has really nice knurled handle, nice knurling there. And honestly, sometimes like when you're doing a pullover, I could just, you saw in the video at the beginning, I'm holding on to the rails. Now you may be concerned about pressing the pop pin. If you are, cognizant of that pop pin that's there, I don't see why you'd hit it unless you're being careless. So that's just something that I think isn't as big of a deal as people think it is. I mean, when I had the Powerblocks, I would also do pullovers by holding like the side pieces, and it was way more uncomfortable compared to these. So definitely something that I like with these over the Powerblocks. Now, there's a bunch of other adjustable dumbbells out there. There's the Links, Iron Masters, then there's like the NÜOBELLs and all these different ones. I have experience with these, the Powerblocks. My sister has another pair that is escaping me. I think she has the NÜOBELLs. Those are nice too, but for me and the amount of weight that I use, these, I just can't imagine having a better set of dumbbells. People seem to really love the Iron Masters. I'll have to check them out eventually because I haven't. But I believe it's not as quick with the adjustments as it is with this, where you can just sort of, go in and out of the cradle and be done with it with your weight changes. Speaking of the cradle, I know some people online have posted a couple issues that they've had, and those issues really come down to making sure that you're tightening the plates in the correct distances so that when it comes in and out, it doesn't get stuck. Once you have it set, you don't really have an issue. There may be some minor adjustments that you have to do in the future. You also want to make sure that these are on a flat surface, because if you're loading them in and out on any type of angle, they're going to get caught up. So I used to have a Titan Fitness adjustable stand for my dumbbells. I got rid of that as soon as I got these because I knew it was going to be an issue. I saw people online talking about them getting, premature wear, I believe, from that angle rubbing, and also they'd get stuck. So I got rid of that and got this is the Yes4All stand that I've talked to you guys about. It's a great stand. I would say if you're looking for something affordable that's going to work with these, this is the stand I've been using, and right now I don't have any plan to get a different stand. I see people asking whether these rattle. I mean, there is some rattle. You're not going to get a perfect tolerance when it comes to an adjustable plate dumbbell. Compared to the Powerblocks, there's less rattle in these, that the tolerance is tighter. That's my experience stand. So I'm sure you guys are going to have questions. I'm sure there's things you're going to want to know about these that I'm not covering in this video, but you should definitely check these out. I'm going to put a link in the description to RepFitness. It's an affiliate link. If you buy them, I would say be prepared to lift some heavy weights because these are awesome. I love the ability to be able to go up to 125 pounds on these. And I've certainly, had them loaded up. Being able to push my dumbbell presses over 100 pounds has been a game changer, because before I just couldn't do it comfortably. With the plate loaded adjustable dumbbell, loadable dumbbell sleeve, I never felt safe like with the clips on it. These I feel completely safe when I'm doing presses and stuff like that. And that's been the biggest thing for me. I mean, I don't want to drop anything on my head. The other thing is with doing drop sets with these, you can unload them on the floor, to change the weights, but then you're gonna have to put all the plates back together. So keep that in mind as well. I hope this was informative for you guys. These are something that I've had for months, and I wanted to make sure before I said anything about them, I was really able to back up my statement. I have no plans to change these in the immediate future or really long term. I think these are great. If RepFitness comes out with another version of them that's improved in some way, maybe then I would think about it. But as it is now, these are close to perfect for me. So, if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Make sure you like, more importantly, subscribe, as we talked about at the beginning of this video, guys. That's your homework, and I'll talk to you later.